Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're making one of my favorite Turkish dishes. It's mantı. Let's go. And here are the ingredients. You're gonna need an egg, water, flour, olive oil, and onions, parsley, salt, pepper and paprika, fresh garlic, and ground beef. For the yogurt sauce, you're gonna need yogurt, salt, and fresh garlic. And for our second sauce, you're gonna need butter, paprika, mint, and tomato paste. First things first, we're gonna start with the dough. I'm adding my egg and my water to the bowl with the flour. I'm putting the maximum amount of water in the info box down below, but you might not need all of it. Add a little bit at first, then knead the dough and check if you need some more, and then of course add some if you need it. Now mix everything until well combined. Mantı is a type of dumpling popular in most cuisines of Central Asia, West Asia, South Caucasus, Balkans, and Afghanistan. The dumplings typically consist of a spiced meat mixture, usually lamb or ground beef, then wrapped in a thin dough sheet which is then boiled or steamed. When well combined, let your dough rest for about 30 to 40 minutes, and in the meantime we're going to make the filling. In a large bowl, I'm going to combine my ground beef with my garlic, onions, salt, pepper, and paprika, olive oil, and the parsley, and give it a good mix. As you guys know, I like using my hands for this, but if you don't like it, use a mixer, that's fine. Next we're going to work on our yogurt sauce. This is a pretty basic sauce, as you can tell. I mean, it only has 3 ingredients, but trust me, this is gonna add so much flavor to the mantı. It's unbelievable. When I first had mantı, I was in shock. That's how good it was. To the bowl with the yogurt, I'm going to add my salt and my garlic. Give everything a good mix, and the first sauce is ready. The earliest written Ottoman mantı recipe appears in the 15th century cookbook written by Muhammad bin Mahmud Shirvani. The version in Shirvani's book is a steamed dumpling with a minced lamb and crushed chickpea filling, spiced with cinnamon and flavored with vinegar. The dish was garnished with sumac, and like most contemporary mantı versions, it was served with a garlic yogurt sauce. Now, take your dough, dust it with a little bit of flour, and then roll it out with a rolling pin. It needs to be really, really thin. Try to shoot for a rectangular shape. If your dough gets too sticky, add some more flour. Now take a knife, or as I did, a pizza cutter, and then cut your dough into several tiny little squares. Well, not too tiny. There's other regions where they serve mantı where they have bigger mantës, but the ones in Turkey are actually really small in comparison to others. The mantı dumplings are not as big as like gyozas, for example. So as you can tell, I'm cutting horizontal and vertical lines. If you don't want to do all the work, which is totally fine, shoot for bigger squares. I'm just showing you the original way. Now take your ground beef with a teaspoon and then add a teeny tiny bit on each square. You really don't need much of the filling on each square since we're going to close them up, and this will just make it difficult. Then take one piece, place both of your thumbs and both of your index fingers on one side of the dough and press them together till you have like a star shape, whatever picks out. Just remove it, close it in the center, and there you have it. When you're done, bring a pot of water to a boil and then add your manta. Your mantas don't really need that long, and they don't really need to cook. Just heat up your water and bring it to a boil, and then reduce the heat, add the manta, and they will float to the top when they're ready. Also make sure to season your water with some salt. While they're cooking, place another pot on your stove and heat it up. Add your butter to your second pot and let it melt. This is going to be our second sauce. When your mantas are ready, they're going to float to the top, as you can see right now. Strain them and then rinse them with some cold water so they will stop cooking. When your butter is melted, add your tomato paste. Mix it very well until the tomato paste and the butter have become one. The butter will be slightly red. And then you also want to add your spices. I've seen recipes where people use bell pepper paste and tomato paste for that sauce. I just don't like bell pepper paste for this dish because I think it's a little bit too strong and it's overpowering the tomato paste. But obviously you can give it a try and see if you like it or not. And when everything is well combined, you're ready to serve. And here they are, my manta. If you've liked this video, please smash a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.